Welcome back, friends. We will continue the series of Cilicia. As we had seen last time, that now Cilicia is a person who is in a very comfortable zone. Now, to when what puts him into discomfort, what puts him into disease, we will go into that. That is the ailments from. So, after being in a comfortable zone, now suddenly, if something untoward happens, every person adapts to the situations or to the problems of his or her life in very unique ways. How Cilicia adapts to problems. Problems are a part of every human being's life. They are common to all. And all of us, we deal with our problems in different ways. So now if see, there is tragedy, there is trauma, there is shock, there is sadness, there is unhappiness, there is bad news, there is anger, there is anxiety, there are anticipations if exams are approaching. These are the normal challenges of everyone's life. So similarly, if we see in Cilicia, the ailments from start from anger, contradiction, then there is anticipation, anxiety, fear, then excessive parental protection. So as we had understood that Cilicia forms out of those individuals in those circumstances where he's the first child, or he's the only boy among many girls, or after a long gap this child has come up in their life, or a fragile mother during pregnancy giving birth to a fragile, all that we had done. So this is how the upbringing has been under a lot of protective environment where everything has been provided without his or her asking for it. So that excessive parental protection makes the child at ease, and he feels that I don't have to deal with problems. When problem comes, then he becomes really shaky. So because of this kind of background, he is in bed, desire to remain, and there is lack of initiative lack of. Okay, he doesn't start something on his own. He will wait for situations to become too much, and then he will anxiously start things, and then he will work out. He has the aptitude, but it takes time for him to work out and meet with the challenges. Then there is ailments from friendship deceived. So Cilicia is a person who needs friendship deceived. It is not friends deceived. Okay, so it's a relationship about which they are talking. Friendship deceived means he is in a relationship, he is in that ship of the friend, where they have collaborated well, they have shared each other's emotions, they know each other's weaknesses and strengths. So after all that, when the person in friendship, that friendship could be based on pleasure seeking, out of utility, or out of any other purpose. But then when the person goes out of that and fulfills their own desires, so Cilicia feels that now I'm left, I'm left on my own. Now how will I do it? So the Cilicia person feels I'm being deceived in friendship. Then there is ailments from sexual excesses, where he feels that too much of mine has gone into something, and I have only done without I getting anything in return, and that weakness settles in the mind of Cilicia, that he becomes weak, he becomes so for sexual excesses. When we read the cases, I read cases on internet where very good description is given, that it is for those, Cilicia suits to those individuals who have involved themselves too much in their work. It is not for businessmen worn out. It is for those kind of lawyers, or those kind of teachers, or those kind of people who have drained their energies, those kind of doctors who have practiced very hard, they have practiced for long hours, they have patients waiting outside their clinic, 180, 90, 200, 350 patients in a day they are seeing, and then they become so exhausted that after coming back home they can't do anything, they can't think of doing anything else. So they are into those professions which have drained their energies completely, and then they come into a state of silica where they need to be supported, they need to be handled well, that you have the potential, you can do it, and somebody to just tell them this little things that, you keep going on, don't worry, we are there with you. So that kind of confidence he seeks for, because he has drained himself so much. So unhappiness, bad news, mental exertion. Then there is also domination in children. So again, the environment, the parents or environment, they feel that he doesn't have his own say, he's not allowed to take initiative first of all, and then when he takes initiative, he is being directed every time that no, you don't have to do like this, you have to do like that. So like I said earlier also, that the gap between the two siblings has been much, and he's the younger one. So even the sister is directing him how you have to do, even the father is directing, even the mother is directing. So he doesn't have his own brains, or what he has, but he's not allowed to utilize them. There was a case of bedwetting in a boy, and that was my first case of silica. And that boy was very small, he was of 6 or 7 years of age. And when he spoke to me, when he came to the clinic, he was brought by his mother, that bedwetting is really bad and all that. So then I looked into his eyes, and he could not look back in my eyes for a longer time. That is the time where we feel that, this is the lack of confidence, that eye to eye contact is missing in the boy. So when I asked his name, for his name also, he was looking at his mother. Then I asked him, okay, what is your age? Then again he's dicey, and he's looking at his mother. So the mother is like, you can say, you tell her. Then when mother would say, you tell her, then he would look at his mother and answer, Akshay. Then I was like, what is your age? Say, mama is saying, you tell your age. 6 years. So I'm like, you have to tell me, you don't have to tell your mom. So then I asked, what is your problem? Then he like, means he can't tell his weak point. Silisha has a weak point which he can't tell to people. So the presentations are different. Then there is one ailments from writing. Okay, in writing there are only 4 remedies given. Now, what is the significance of writing? Writing is, when we write, we become absolutely descriptive. People can read our words, and they can understand exactly what we are feeling or what we have to convey. So when we write, we are using that hand, eye, arms, all the it's a proper coordinated act. Writing is a proper coordinated act, and after that proper coordination of the fine fingers, muscles of the fingers, everything is in coordination. Okay, now this coordination becomes a problem for Silica when he has to coordinate things. He needs time, and for writing we say, come on, write fast, complete your homework. So for writing, everybody is always in a hurry, do it fast. So writing puts that kind of pressure on Silica that I have to do, somebody will read it, and then what will they perceive out of it, how will they judge me. So everything is fine, he has knowledge, he has that content in his head, that what and how things are, he has that logical reasoning, he has everything in him, all that qualities are there of knowledge and intelligence and everything. But when it goes into writing, how he is to coordinate, he thinks what people will think, and then so that becomes a difficult task for Silica. So if you see the rubrics related to writing in Silica, there is dullness writing while, there is confusion of mind writing while, because that kind of thing always plays a havoc in his mind, that he doesn't want people to judge him by what he is doing. He just wants to show them that what he can do, and he want to do it directly without judgment. He can't face that judgment, and that is why there is ailments from egotism in Silica. That tiny fragile ego, he doesn't want anybody to hurt that ego. Okay, so all this becomes interrelated. Then there could be an presentation of ailments from anger, ailments from egotism, that can be reflected as being contemptuous, anger, violent, then contrary, complaining, then censorious, contemptuous, abusive, irritability from contradiction, irritability violent from contradiction, then abrupt, admonition aggravates, even kindly. He can't take that little advice which people are giving kindly also, because his ego is hurt and he feels that I have to put my stand. It's like, if we can perceive those situations, if we have seen that movie Jab We Met, if you have not seen, then do see with the translation if you don't know Hindi movies. Then in that movie there is one character, okay, whom Kareena Kapoor, she elopes from her house, and she suddenly goes in front of him and she says that, let's get married, let's run away. So Silica needs time to understand and to plan and to think and to do and act. So he's like, what? Suddenly, how can we just run away and get married? So he's not prepared. Silica needs a preparedness. He needs that timing. He can't just do things and go away with it and enjoy. So that kind of thing you can't expect from a Silica person. Although, so what happened to him that time was that anxiety in him popped up, and that egotism in him, that, how can you just say that? So you can see that shade of ego also in that individual. You can see a shade of being just mama's boy, or he will ask his mom first before running away. So that is a kind of idea we can perceive how Silica personalities are. Okay, and then now coming back to one more case, I will just say, there was in our camp, there was a boy who had come for fistula in Eno, and that boy was treated with homeopathy. So in that boy, what had happened, his presentation was again that similar kind of presentation. You ask and you see that lack of confidence, the tone is very mild, and he will be like, I have got this problem. And then further, when I took the FS and other things, then I came to know that, he has lost his father. And after he just lost his father, and he came up, landed in this trouble, and suddenly the responsibility of family fell on him. I mean, he's just studying, and although he's not going to take all the responsibility immediately, but immediately he doesn't know how to handle things. Expectation from him is too much now for every family member. He was the only boy, and there were other sisters. He was the youngest one in the house. So then that kind of burden, sudden turmoil, ailments from mental shock is there in Silica also. That kind of shocking news, how to handle it now, and that already he's timid, already he's lacking confidence, and now to expect something from him. So that expectation we can perceive it as writing also. So this is how Silica helped him, and that fistula was healed with Silica. So this is how. There was another case I would narrate. See, there are a lot of good rubrics. If you see anger, irritability when aroused. Now, with arouse also there are many rubrics in Silica. So I was just trying to figure out that these are the common words: writing, aroused. So this is arouse is also, you stimulate a person into activity. So when that arousal happens, like you are just relaxing, you suddenly ask to do something, so that irritates him, that angers him, that you could have told me prior that I am supposed to do it. You just don't wake me up and say that suddenly you have to do this. This is arousal. You are stimulating a person all of a sudden to do something. Okay, so that is why that anger, irritation. Then consolation, sympathy aggravates. You don't sympathize with me, I can do it. You don't have to show your sympathy to me or to console me at that time. Just give me some space. Silica wants little space to get things done, or do come on a track and channelize things. Give him that space and he will do it. Okay, anxiety, motion ameliorates. So motion is not a very rapid thing. It's just he will work on things and his anxiety will settle down. Then anguish, sitting, cannot sit still. There are only two remedies, graphitis and silica. So when he's sitting still, he will have anguish. He will not sit still. He will move. He will go into that motion and he will do things properly. In a proper way, he wants to do things. And that is why that arousal irritates him. Okay, we will do further journey of silica and few more cases. Thank you very much. Do like, comment and subscribe.